Alright, it's part 3. This is what we talk about. Because of the rise of the most powerful thing on the planet, holding the most powerful seat on the planet, we're going to talk about why that's going to cause a lot of friction. Friction because the most powerful being promoting her and her kind to the most upward mobility. Like, you could do it. Like, what? You know what this would be like? And then imagine what 2024 election look like now. Shit, all you did, black people gonna be running. Hey, bro, I tell you, that's gonna be the way, dog. Black people, as they know, not gonna be a black Republican who will try to come from out of nowhere and swoop in after Donald Trump. Oh, you feel me? Whatever. 2024 gonna be a couple black people in that bit. Then ain't just gonna be these people who we know. It's finna be some black people trying to rise up, dog. And by that right there, you feel me? You have to understand, like, that's scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, these people trying to come to power. They unlocking, like, they understanding their abilities. And then, like, you gotta understand, like, they got this new stuff called, I'm gonna bring it in real quick. They got this new stuff called biology, what is it? Biological, man, but look, basically, in the etheric world, the atoms in our body and the DNA in our body sometimes are there, and they can disappear. And by them disappearing and reappearing, like, just like how Earth been here for 3 billion years, and some plants got special feats to these plants for survival mechanisms, even animals. So, and how did these plants or animals evolve within all of these feats? And the feats comes from the radiation emitted through the sun, because the sun releases a type of radiation that genetically mutates DNA. And with the DNA being mutated, they say, the guy was saying that sometimes it could disappear and it can reappear, or it can take on a super ability. And with that super ability, the human can use that feat. Just like how the plants and the animals develop the feet, like the feats of what they have, you know, like the Venus flytrap, or the let's just say anglerfish deep down in the sea. You know, is all kind of things that these things had to develop. Now, how did they develop them? We don't know. Were they created like that? We don't know. But we know that evolution is moving and feats are changing. And so I've seen these guys talk about that. I just want to bring that up. And so what I was trying to get to with all that is that the hotter it gets, the more melanin starts to mutate. And with the melanin mutating, the more we start to go into these things that they were talking about with our cells, or like the DNA reconstructing itself to gain abilities to these feats. And now with these feats, the black people are going to bring in more better technology, and this is going to cause war because the brain and we as a light being, period, is going to cause war for the simple fact we're going to be receiving downloads of information, and they won't be receiving it, and it'll be like, we need it. And now we realize that that's what they do. We receive the information, and then they kill us, beat us till they get the information, and then, you know, then they gonna let us be once they get the information. So I think this is why a lot of stuff gonna go on, because so they can beat it. They got to get back in control, put us back into fear, so they can. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all these chickens. Oh man, I can't change the camera right. Yeah, that's, you know. So it's like, you know, still got my joint. I still got my joint. I still got the joint. Hold on. But yeah, so it's like once the DNA start mutating and the shift start happening and the golden age come in, once the golden age come in, then bam, it's over with. What's the only two conductive things on this planet? The most conductive things, two most conductive things on this planet is pure gold and metal. Both sends back 99. It holds, stores, emits, whatever. However they say it go. You know, the sun hit us, energy comes through the metal, then we can use energy. Same thing with the gold. However they put 100% energy in, you get 100% energy out. Same thing. So it's like we're related. That's why the ancestors was, you know, so big on like gold and stuff. It's because they knew. They knew, alright, just like they skin, you know, they skin was gold. They know that, you know, that's why they were gold. It was like, that's why they call it the flesh of the gods. It's the flesh of the gods, yeah, because it never goes. They find our ancestors, look at all these mummies, they find our ancestors with skin on them. Flesh of gold. Gold never go, melanin never go. Come on, man. You have to stop playing, man. King Amen Sarah. So now the war's coming because black people finna be getting these feats from out of nowhere, and they finna get bad. Especially with the most powerful being in there. We all know how black women can get. You ain't finna get disrespectful. She gonna tell you stop. You ain't gonna start. Guess what? She gonna do what she gotta do. See? I'll tell you what. Yeah, no, it's all going down. It's going down. Cause it's like an advantage, bro. Man, I wish I can find that word for y'all right now, man. I'm smoking this weed. Sorry, but I smoke weed, man. I got a lot of good information. I was just smoking weed. But it's something they were saying with the plants. So we all know that melanin is in different forms. Melanin is in the plants, melanin is in the ground, melanin is in the air, melanin is in water, melanin is everywhere. Melanin is in the chickens, everything. Melanin is everywhere. So like, just, you know, as it get hotter, just know that DNA gonna mutate. You just try to be outside, get blacker as possible. The blacker you are, the less you will burn. It's that simple. You just stay outside more and more and more so you can get used to the amount of radiation. That's what this is about. It's crazy that they call the sun a corona sometimes too, huh? The sun got a corona. Coronavirus? Sun virus, talking about all this EMP and solar flares. Come on, knocking out the current grid that we got. I'm pretty sure, dog, they got black people, bro. Black people have been developing these. I don't know, though. It's crazy, though. But with the 2020 election, you feel me, that all that's gonna break out because of, you feel me, the most powerful thing on the planet, the black woman, the most powerful being, the black woman, will be in the most powerful chair. Will be in the most powerful chair. You gotta think about that. Crazy black woman on her period in the chair. It's really been shaking a lot of stuff up. So it's like, you know, you just gotta just be ready, you know. A lot of people ain't gonna understand what's going on. A lot of people gonna be lost. for those who spiritual, we know the advancement, we know the science, we know the mathematics. So when things start going and things start happening, hey, we'll be in position because we know. When you know, you know. That's all I can really like. That's what I like to tell people. If you can tell people that, that'd be great. Hey man, I know what I know, and I don't know what I don't know. I can tell you everything that I know, and you can't tell me that I don't know that. But what I do know and what I don't know will be spoken on appropriately. That's what, you know. So it's like, just get prepared. It's King Amin Sabra. You feel me? Even if you don't vote, if you do vote, don't matter. Why? Because the most powerful being on the planet is finna be in the most powerful seat here on Earth.